How China is building the biggest energy saving system of the world. China is building the biggest energy saving system in the world. But how? China's no doubt one of the most developed countries in the field of technology, and the way it is building the energy saving system will surely shock you. So, what is it? Let us find out. Since the 2015 Paris Climate Agreement, governments have pushed for the use of clean energy and the reduction of fossil fuels to protect the environment, resulting in a massive growth in clean energy output. In 2021, the solar, wind, and other clean energy sources contributed 38% of global electricity, and for the first time, wind turbines and solar panels produced 10% of global energy. China is the world's largest energy consumer and investor in renewable energy, as the nation races toward carbon peaking and carbon neutrality, meeting rising domestic energy demand while reducing carbon emissions and fossil fuel reliance has become a top priority. To move toward a more sustainable system, China is investing extensively in renewable energy, constructing creative facilities with new technology, and establishing clean, low-carbon, safe, and energy-efficient systems. When all units are operational in July 2022, the Bahetain Dam, the Three Gorges Dam, and the Jinsha River hydropower facilities, Geshuba, Wudongdae, Shiladu, and Xiangxiaba will constitute the world's largest clean energy corridor. Bahetain Dam is one of China's most recent megaprojects. The most technically complex hydropower project is powered by the world's largest million-kilowatt hydropower producing unit. At its highest point of 289 meters, the dam can withstand 16.5 million metric tons of water force. It's also the first dam to use low-heat cement to cast the whole dam section, which reduces the likelihood of concrete cracks and enhances safety. To produce a seamless dam, the engineering team buried tens of thousands of monitoring devices inside the dam and use a smart construction platform to remotely change the concrete temperature. As a result, Baheitan's 16 hydropower units can power 160,000 homes each year. They will produce nearly 300 billion kilowatt hours when fully operational, lowering carbon dioxide emissions by 249.6 million metric tons. Bhutan Dam houses China's first self-designed and constructed million-watt hydropower generating plant. China currently possesses the world's largest installed wind generating capacity and an increasing share of energy output, which has cut costs. As of 2022, China's dominated the world in offshore wind power and next-generation solar technology, intellectual property, competitiveness for 10 years. It's also the world's largest maker of wind power equipment. China likewise largely depends on offshore wind power. It makes use of the country's 18,000 kilometers of coastline and the potential for 750 million kilowatts of offshore wind generation. Three Gorges, Yangjiang Shaba, China's first million-kilowatt offshore wind farm, has received a ton of attention in recent years. It has safely produced 1 billion kilowatts of clean electricity by March 2022, replacing 307,600 metric tons of conventional coal and cutting carbon dioxide emissions by 840,000 metric tons. The equivalent of planting 3,309 hectares of broadleaf forests. Three Gorges Yangjiang Shaba Offshore Wind Farm in Shaba Town, Guangdong Province, is China Three Gorge Corporation's first offshore wind power project. The 2 million kilowatt offshore wind farm is made up of 315 offshore wind turbines, 4 offshore booster stations, and roughly 1,000 kilometers of undersea cables. The age of new energy. China is the world's largest producer and consumer of energy, and as technology progresses, wind power and photovoltaics will have a global advantage. It has climbed significantly in recent decades, but it still needs to meet its objectives for carbon peaking and carbon neutrality. Wind and solar power production in China accounted for 11.5% of society's electricity consumption in 2021, compared to 40% in the United Kingdom, suggesting that more may be done to maximize clean energy development and meet society's expectations. China also has increased the energy efficiency of green buildings to achieve its carbon peaking and neutrality goals. Between 2015 and 2019, China built 19.8 billion square meters of energy-efficient buildings, accounting for 56% of an urban area, and this year it'll approach 70%. Green, clean energy improves energy structures, protects the environment, produces long-term economic and social progress, and reaches carbon peaking and neutrality goals. China is building the world's largest clean power generation infrastructure, driving global clean energy development and bringing green, affordable electricity to millions of households. That's all for this video. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and make sure you hit the bell icon so you always get our latest videos. Thanks for watching.